हरि मैं तेरा हमेशा, हरि मैं तेरा हमेशा, दूर मैं जाऊं तारों में रहूं, दूर मैं जाऊं तारों में रहूं, लेकिन मैं तेरा हमेशा, हरि मैं तेरा हमेशा। भक्त जन आवे भक्त जन जावे, भक्त जन आवे भक्त जन जावे, लेकिन मैं तेरा हमेशा, हरि मैं तेरा हमेशा। मैं जब मरूं अखियों को देखो, मैं जब मरूं अखियों को देखो, वो तुझ कहे मैं तेरा हमेशा, हरि मैं तेरा हमेशा। दूर मैं जाऊं तारों में रहूं, I may go far, farther than the stars, but I will be thine always. My Lord, I will be thine always. Devotees may come, devotees may go. Devotees may come, devotees may go, but I will be thine always. My Lord, I will be thine always. I may go far, farther than the stars. I may go far, farther than the stars, but I will be thine always. My Lord, I will be thine always. I may go far, farther than the stars. दूर मैं जाऊं तारों में रहूं, लेकिन मैं तेरा हमेशा, हरि हरि मैं तेरा हमेशा। I bow to God in you. I go to bow to God everywhere. He is in you. He is the infinite supreme Atman in you. You are that. But the thing is, you have limited yourself because the energy goes outward instead of inward. You think in terms of your body and of feeding your body and clothing your body and getting money for your body, but ultimately it's all He. And this same infinite Atman is individual in every atom of space. He doesn't repeat himself in any two egos. And so it is that when you achieve Him, you won't become like any other saint. You will be yourself. The one thing that will remain the same is that in your heart you will love only Him. In your heart you will know only Him. In your heart you will recognize His presence everywhere. And you will be filled with such Ananda, eternal, existing, ever new joy. But other than that, that joy has so many different ways of expressing itself. Some saints are very solemn, very serious. You have to look into their eyes or to feel their vibrations to feel the joy. Some saints are very jolly, but you can't begin to define him just by solemn or jolly. It's just each one is in some subtle way a different one. I've met so many different saints. You know, it was a funny thing. I came back to America in 1962, and I was visiting an inn in Big Sur in California on the coast. I didn't remember all the saints I had met. Later I added it up. It came to about 18 or 19, but off the top of my head, I thought it was 6. So I said to this man who was sort of a big bear of a boaster, and I said to him something, I forget how it came into the conversations, that maybe I had known as many as 6 people. Here, this big bear-like body put out this huge hand and said, "Shake, you just met the seventh." Well, in that way, you're not likely to find saints acting like that. He pretty well showed by his demeanor that he was not the seventh. Nonetheless, there is a certain calmness and certain interiorization of them, but each one is differently talented, has different personality, different gifts. Some can speak eloquently, some don't speak at all. They're all intelligent. They're all bright. They're full of love. They're full of joy. Sometimes they keep it hidden. But each one, God, when it says in the Shastras, God incarnated himself that he might experience his joy and his love in many. He does experience it in a different way in each one. So don't try to imitate others, except, yes, by their devotion, be inspired to have devotion. By their dispassion, try to be inspired not to be involved with attachments and so on. In those ways, yes, but don't think you've got to imitate the mannerisms and so on of your guru even, of any saint. Just don't think I've got to be me, for the simple reason that you don't know who you are. You think you are the composite of all these different attitudes and whatever that you've learned from your family, your community, your country and so on, your religion. These are not the real you. You, underneath it all, are not that, but as you uncover who you are, you become a very different person. I can say this from considerable experience because I'm not at all the same person that I was 56 years ago. And I must say I like the change. I don't say that I'm a great person, but compared to what I was, I like the change. I don't have to defend myself to anybody because I'm happy who I am, where I am. I have joy in my heart and I have love in my heart. And yes, it's very different from other people, but it's who I am. And I hope that if I keep on going in this direction, I will only become more and more that. The aim of it all, though, is to love God. Don't think that by quoting the Shastras at great length that you're any closer to God. Don't think that outward things mean anything. I speak that from a considerable experience because I used to be very intellectual until I saw that it wasn't making me happy. And then I realized that it's much better to be a child in God's arms. But I've done a lot of reading. I'm not a fool. I don't like to show it because it doesn't mean anything to me. I've talked to pundits and self-promoting people of jnana and wisdom and so on, and they've talked down to me, and I'm perfectly happy. It doesn't matter what they think of me. I was at a table. I'm a moderately well-known person myself, but there was this big gathering of famous people, and I invited them all to dinner, and they were thinking that, well, they were talking among themselves like they were the big shots, and I was very happy, though I was hosting the dinner, I was very happy to be a non-entity among them. I don't want to be looked up to as a person of fame and so on. What is fame? It doesn't mean anything. I would just as soon be totally unknown. But all of this comes from knowing that what you're really looking for, each one of us is looking for love. I wrote an album. First of all, it was a book of secrets of love, it's called, and it's by giving, by kindness, by all sorts of things. I have one for each day of the month is a secret of how you can find love in yourself. It's not at all talking about romance and human love. It's talking about love itself, which is ultimately it's God's love. Then I wrote a recording, a list of songs for that also. And all of these are different aspects of what it means to know love and how to achieve this love. One of these songs was, it came to me quite by surprise. I had finished, I was writing the melodies for all this whole album. I wrote them in, I think, 2 days. These melodies come very quickly because I don't have to think, now, how shall I do this? And I want the melody to do that. And I never think that way. I just say, this is what I want, God. And I make it very clear what I want the melody to express. And then I say, well, give me a melody. And it's there. It just never has failed me. So in that kind of inspiration, I wrote all of them, and the next day I was sitting at my keyboard, and I just thought, well, I'll just let my fingers go as they want to. And I said, God, give me a melody, any melody, whatever you want to express. And I was absolutely astounded. That's happened to me several times that I haven't written. For example, I'll give you another one. There was a song that I wanted to write, one melody for a slideshow that's called Different Worlds, that shows people in all stages of evolution and consciousness, selfish, greedy, angry, lustful, and peaceful and self-giving. And the slideshow itself is a wonderful lesson because what it does is show you that when you don't live for yourself, you are automatically happy. You could see it in people's faces. And it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the country, it doesn't matter the culture. There's some old people, some young people, all of them. But young people often don't show who they really are until they get older. They say that for the first 40 years of your life, you have the face God gave you, and the next 40 years, it's the face you made for yourself. And there's a lot of truth in that. But anyway, I wanted to write a melody for that. I didn't want to write different melodies for each of these things, because I wanted to tie them all together. So again, I thought this is an impossible thing, because it's a melody that should express the entire human condition, with its anguish, with its joy, with its triumph and disappointment, with its love and sadness and all those things. How do you put those together in one melody? It didn't seem possible to me, and I just thought it's impossible. But one day I happened to sit down at my piano, and I put my fingers on the keys, and I said, well, God, you give me this melody. It came just like that. It's just amazing. I didn't have to do any work for it. That's why I have no right to claim it as my song. But the melody is somehow, I can't sing it to you in such a way that it will give you that impression, but I'll try. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, I can't remember it now. My mind's not on that song, but it somehow gives that feeling. And so with this song here, I really had finished that album. I didn't think I needed to do any more, but I put my fingers on the keyboard, and I was still in that mood of love. Love of God in nature and man. And I just said, well, God, let me see what my fingers want to do. And all of a sudden, this melody came out that I really think it's my own favorite of all the songs I have done. At first, it was only a melody, and I won't sing it to you now, because you will hear it sung. I'll sing it later with a tambura, I think, accompaniment. But it somehow sings the melody of my heart. Love is all I know. I just want God. You can laugh at me for it. I just don't care. I remember I was giving a lecture on the Gold Coast in Australia, and In the room next to me, there was a lot of gambling and coin operating machines and so on, and all I thought was, I just love God. None of that matters to me. And I suspect that a lot of them kind of looked at me as a creep. What's this fellow doing about talking about such things? Didn't mean anything to many of them, but I didn't care. I don't like to cheapen these things, but I was just singing to God. And so this song, too, is a song to God. And I hope you will feel that it's a song of your own heart, your own lifetimes of seeking and not finding. Let me sing to you. Love is a magician. Joy to you. Love is all I know, sunrays on the snow of our winter long, in darkness without song. Oh, my heart's a fire, burning all desire. Only you remain, and life again. Too long I did stray, flung lifetimes away, imagined you did not care. I know now your smile was mine all the while. I listened and love was there. I can't breathe for love, all the stars above call to me, come home. Life's waves all end in foam. Only love can heal all the pain I feel. What a fool was I to turn away. Love is all I know, sunrays on the snow of a winter long, in darkness without song. Oh, my heart's a fire, burning all desire. Only you remain, and life again. Too long I did stray, flung lifetimes away, imagined you did not care. I know now your smile was mine all the while. I listened and love was there. I can't breathe for love, all the stars above call to me, come home. Life's waves all end in foam. Only love can heal all the pain I feel. What a fool was I to turn away.